Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Kawneer number KW200762. This is a standard adjustable Astragal. And so the bottom line is the only way Kawneer sells this is in 9-foot lengths, 108 inch. We have it listed in 108-inch lengths and then 7-foot and 8-foot as well. So you can purchase it in any of those lengths. This video is to simply show you what this item looks like. If you have a Kawneer door and you have this mortise style Astragal, this is certainly going to be it. So there is a vinyl flap that's here. I'm calling this the exterior side of the door. Okay, I would think that we want that vinyl flap to be as close to the outside as possible to keep driving rain from coming in. I wouldn't want it on the inside, so I'm going to call that leg the exterior side. The opposite side does not have the vinyl insert at all. What the vinyl also helps do is obviously give you a secondary line of defense at sealing against, just driving rain. The pile, of course, is going to give you the ability to seal as well. But pile, I'm told by people in the manufacturing business of brush and pile, they've told me that it's known that insects don't like to land on that. Okay, and that's a natural repellent to that sort of intrusion as well. So this is going to have a couple, it's going to basically be a U-channel, as you can see here. This is, I don't know how they make it. It may be roll formed and then processed after that, or it could just be roll formed. It has these inserted springs, and as you insert the screw into the unit, there's a screw hole anyway, and as you tighten that screw, it'll force the spring to flatten as you draw the unit in. Okay, that's how that'll work. On the shorter lengths, we ask for you to tell us the top of the door to the center of the first hole so that we can cut that to length because we're cutting them out of 108-inch lengths. And we are defining the vinyl flap as the exterior side so that we have a reference point. We don't want to cut from the other end and then you have it on the door and it's not lining up. If you were to order the 108-inch length, you're probably going to trim it anyway. The bottom line is the reason we have it in 7-foot lengths is because that's obviously the most common door size and will not carry the same surcharges on shipping that an 8-foot or a 9-foot length will certainly carry. So we put that in there. There's an additional charge to cut the material, but it's certainly substantially less expensive than shipping a 108-inch length. Some basic dimensional properties of this item. The outside width of the metal itself, 0.488, right outside here. A projection of the pile, and I'm just kind of obviously eyeballing this. I would say that you would be about 0.275 from the area here to the tip of the pile. And then I would say that the 0.255 would be from here down to the bottom here, 0.255. Okay. Now let's switch to the screen view where we can take a look at some supporting documentation. So these are the items as we have them listed, and this is a bit deceiving the way that they show this drawing, but before we get to that, not deceiving, it's just we're missing the rest of the door construction here. So 108-inch length, 84-inch length, 96-inch length. Okay, so the 108-inch length does not have any attribute here, whereas the 7-foot and the 8-foot do. Indicate top of door to center of first screw hole, which is defined. There's a video link here that you can, if you needed to see what that meant, which I've already explained in this video, you would be able to review that again. Service parts catalog is what I wanted to draw your attention to. And let's grab our part number here, copy it, and get to our document, and then do a find function on your keyboard And KW, I would drop that reference. They use 6-digit part numbers, but here we are with that material. Okay, so you can immediately see that there is a high pile style as well, and this is the standard pile, and we gave you that projection earlier, 2.275, something in that range, and that's what it is. Okay, now in this service parts catalog, you're going to find all sorts of goodies that will go along with your doors in terms of everything related to your Kawneer door. Hinges and pivots, locking hardware, exit devices, push-pull, closer, sliding door, mall, front hardware, miscellaneous hardware. Okay, and this being quite near the end of the catalog, this would be in the miscellaneous hardware section. Okay, so if you have a Kawneer door, this document would be the document to review for the items, the other items that you're looking for. You can then take that part number and populate it back into our site, and the logic is you'll be able to pull that up, copy that, search for that part number. You do have to add the KW apparently, and there you go. Now, below the video that we're looking at here, service part, standard Astragal, the length. The link to the manufacturer's page is here. That will allow you to review not only all of the Kawneer items that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the most current architectural hardware catalog and service parts catalogs and prior books as well. So very handy documents to have there. Let's wrap up this video on camera. Now, in conclusion, Kawneer doors are incredibly common, ubiquitous. They're possibly the leading name when it comes to aluminum storefront doors. Certainly the majority of aluminum storefront hardware we sell are for Kawneer doors. A lot of other players in the industry and a lot of aluminum storefront doors have been around for many decades. Occasionally we'll get a request to match some hardware from aluminum storefront that is several decades old, and sometimes it's not possible. You might have a flush bolt with a very odd preparation. Would basically need a time machine to find any of that. Aluminum storefront doors and frames that are older will also feature slip-in hinges. If you search for the term slip-in hinge, that's an unusual hinge used in the aluminum storefront industry. Aluminum storefronts also at one time used in their mortised deadbolts what we would call a peanut cylinder. A peanut cylinder is a mortise cylinder, except that it's a peanut size. It's only 3/4 diameter. So that was one of the applications where you saw peanut cylinders. If you have any questions on the Kawneer, this is their part number KW. I've already forgotten the part number. KW200762. Standard pile length Astragal or any other Kawneer product. Please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.